find the derivative of each exponential function. The derivative of e to the x is simply e to the x. And these are the 4 problems we're going to do. The first 2 are easy, and the second 2 have radicals in them. So for the first one, to take the derivative of our f of x, we're going to take the derivative of 8x, which is just 8, and the derivative of e to the x is just e to the x. And the same thing kind of happens on the second one. Derivative of 2e to the x is just 2e to the x, and derivative of x is 1. And the next 2 are kind of harder. The first thing I'm going to do is write this with the rationals so we can so basically the first part of this is easy. The derivative of 5e to the x is just 5e to the x. Derivative of this piece is just going to be minus 1/2 x to the negative 1/2, because remember you have to subtract 1 from here, which is going to be give you the negative 1/2. And then for this piece, we take the 1/3, and the derivative of 2 to the x is just 2, so that's really going to be 2 to the 1/3. And I'm going to go ahead and write it as the cube root of 2. And then we have the x portion, and that's going to be minus 2/3. So I took it all apart. And then if you want to clean this up, this would be 5e to the x minus, we're going to put this in the bottom, so it's 1/2 square root of x. You don't have to do this, but you can. Minus cube root of 2. Oh, should have been a 3. Sorry about that. 3. And then we have x to the negative 2/3. And preferably, I would prefer to leave this one as negative 1/2 x to the negative 1/2, because we want to leave that one like that as well. Okay, and the last one, I'm going to rewrite this first. Now, this one is really like x times x to the 1/2. This is minus x to the 2/5. So I rewrite this again. This right here, when you add those, this is like 2/2. So this is really x to the 3/2. Would be 2/2. All right. So we're going to take the derivative now, and you're going to get negative 3e to the x. Then we have minus 3/2 x to the 1/2 minus 2/5 x, and we have to subtract 1 from this, so that's minus 5/5, so that's minus 3/5. And that's all. The next that I'm going to do is derivative of logarithmic functions. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.